Hey everyone, welcome back. So today's video is a review on the SiliSponge. Better late than never. I know I am like the queen of being late onto these trends, but this product was sold out everywhere for so long, and one of my friends was actually kind enough to get it for me because she saw that it had come out on pre-sale, I think, so she pre-ordered it. And it arrived this week, so I thought I'd sit down and film this video for you. As you guys would know, the Beauty Blender is like my ride or die. I do not apply foundation with anything but my Beauty Blender. So I am really excited to try this out and see how it compares to the Beauty Blender. Before I get started, I have a feeling I'm gonna get a few questions about my shirt. Yes, it says I really do not care. This is one of my favorite shirts. I got this from greylines.com.au. I'll leave the link down below. I have a discount code as well. So if you guys are into these kind of shirts and like they do hoodies and makeup bags and other stuff as well, if you guys are into that, then definitely check out Grey Lines because their stuff is awesome. But anyways, on to the SiliSponge. So there's a bunch of brands now that are actually doing this product. The brand that mine is from is called PONi Cosmetics. Again, I'll link them down below. They are currently out of stock of the SiliSponge, but from what I understand, you can pre-order. So to get 2 SiliSponges, I think it only cost my friend like $14.90, which is pretty awesome. And by themselves, I think they're about $9. So you get to save at least like $3.50 if you order 2 of them. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, super cheap. I was kind of expecting them to be a little bit more expensive than that, only because they are so on trend at the moment. Kind of nice to see that they are like so affordable. So it came in this little packet here. That is the PONi Cosmetics logo. Inside this little packet is another little packet that looks like this. So my first impression when I saw the SiliSponge, I was expecting it to be bigger, but I don't know why. I think all of the photos that I'd seen of it previously, I just assumed that it was bigger than this. But it's not. It's just a teeny tiny little silicone sponge, and it feels the same as what a like chicken fillet bra insert would. I know a lot of people have taken the piss and have done like videos using like a chicken fillet bra insert instead of the SiliSponge. It literally just feels exactly the same, just a smaller and clear version of it, I guess. So I'm really skeptical about this. I just don't understand how it can blend foundation so well. But the one thing I have heard, and it is quite obvious, this will not soak up any of your product like a beauty blender does. So that's the only thing I do not like about beauty blenders, is how much product you waste, because it just soaks up so much of like liquid foundation and stuff like that, whereas this won't. So I'm really excited to see how much foundation I kind of go through. It does say that you should only need half the amount of product that you usually do, so that's cool. The other thing is that this, I'm assuming, is super easy to clean. Because it doesn't soak up any product, it literally just sits on the surface of the sponge. I feel weird calling it a sponge because to me a sponge is something that soaks in water or product or something like that, and this doesn't. But anyways, so yeah, because it obviously doesn't soak anything in, I feel like this will be really easy to clean. So on the back of this little packet here, it does have the instructions on how to use this product and how to clean it. So I'm gonna read over that quickly so that you guys are kind of on the same page as me. So it says, to use, take a small amount of cream or liquid product and go in circular motions or back and forth to spread until it stops spreading further. There shouldn't be any product left on the SiliSponge at this point. Tap repeatedly to blend and settle. Pay attention to the edges. Hold the sides and fold to create a point for detail applications. So that's cool. So basically what they're saying is that you can like fold it like that to get like a more precise and detailed application. So it says to clean it, use mild soap to cleanse, rinse with lukewarm water. So easy. I hate cleaning my beauty blender, like hate it. I try and do it before every time I use it because I just hate the thought of old product building up inside of it and then putting it back on my skin. But it feels like a chore. Like, does anyone else get that? It feels like a chore to have to clean your beauty blender. I would rather stack my dishwasher than clean my beauty blender. Okay, so it's time to get into applying the foundation. I am so excited to try this out. You guys have got no idea. So I'm going to start off with my Professional by Benefit and just apply a little bit of that in my T-zone. I feel like a dag wearing this shirt, but honestly, it's just one of my favorite shirts ever and it's so comfy. So sorry if I look like a dag, but whatevs. Alright, so I'm going to zoom you guys in a little bit so that you can see my face a little bit closer. We're going to get up close and personal. But I want you guys to see exactly how it's kind of blending into my skin. So let's do this. Alright, so I'm just going to pop a little bit of my Fit Me Dewy and Smooth foundation onto my little palette here. I'm using this foundation because it's like my ride or die. I know it always works on my skin. I've never had a problem with this foundation, so kind of like the safe option when trying a different tool to apply it with, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm basically going to do exactly what it says on the packet, and I'm going to take a small amount of the product and go in circular motions or back and forth to spread it until it stops spreading further. Okay, so far circular motions isn't really working for me because it's just leaving like little streaks on my skin, but pressing it in and kind of going back and forth seems to get a better result. So it definitely isn't as fast as the Beauty Blender. I'm finding I'm having to go back over quite a few areas just to get it to kind of soak in. The thing with the Beauty Blender is using it damp, it helps to kind of like press the product into your skin and allows your skin to kind of soak it up a little bit quicker. This particular application doesn't do that. Like obviously the product sinks into your skin eventually, but I feel like it just takes a little bit longer. Once it's sunk in though, it looks awesome. Like it looks really, really good. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm struggling a little bit with getting in and around my nose. Let's do what they said and curl it a little bit to get a little bit more precise. Kind of doesn't work. Once you get product on it, the sponge becomes really slippery. So yeah, I think that makes it a bit difficult. I feel like you really, really have to work it into your skin. Whereas like I said before with the Beauty Blender, it kind of does it for you. I actually haven't watched anyone else's review on this product. I don't know if you guys follow me on Snapchat or anything like that. I haven't had internet for a few months now, and that has stopped me from actually watching YouTube videos. So when it comes to this product, I actually haven't seen any reviews about it. Obviously there's a lot of people that have done them, but I haven't watched them myself. So this is like 100% a first impression. It's definitely not the most full coverage application, but I also haven't been through anywhere near as much foundation as what I usually would have by now. Like a little product goes a long way, which is nice. I'm just going over a few areas where I've got breakouts to build up the coverage just a little bit more. I definitely have not used anywhere near as much foundation as what I usually do. I feel like I'm using all of the product now. Like nothing is going to waste, which is really nice. I think for so long I just got used to the Beauty Blender using up so much of my product that, I don't know, it just became normal. But now using this and seeing how much is left over on that palette is crazy. Like I have not used anywhere close to the same amount as what I usually do. Foundation doesn't look cakey, it doesn't feel cakey, it feels really nice and lightweight on my skin. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna jump off camera and finish the rest of my makeup, and then I'll come back to you guys once my makeup is all set and done and give you my final thoughts. Okay, so makeup is now done. I can't fault the SiliSponge. The only thing I would say actually is that it did take longer to apply my foundation than what it would usually take with my Beauty Blender or a makeup brush. But honestly, with the result that I got, I'm pretty happy with that, and I wouldn't mind spending an extra couple of minutes just working the product into my skin to get this result. So I'm pretty stoked with that, and I can't get over how much less product I needed to like add the coverage and blend everything in. So that's a plus as well. It's awesome, like so good. I can't fault it. I'm actually like, I'm shook. I'm real shook right now because I did not expect this to be such a good product. Cost-wise, one of these from PONi Cosmetics only costs $9. A Beauty Blender here in Australia costs about $30, I think, which that's insane. That's saving yourself like $20. So that's a bargain. I really like it. So that concludes the review. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me test out the SiliSponge on camera and giving you guys a little bit of a review. If there's any other products that you'd like to see me test out and review, then definitely let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. I have plenty of videos coming your way. I have like a whole list of videos that I'm trying to get through at the moment, so I'm super excited. So yeah, I will see you guys in one of my next videos. Bye guys.